and drop the looking rest on your 2 monk scrolls. All right, we're gonna take a quick break from streamers, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into this. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, what happened last time we played D&D?
We just beat shit up.
I
Alright.
made
went through a
things
mirror.
brown.
We got a scroll.
We ran all the way back to the front, pretty much, or the beginning, just
The
past
place
it.
where I checked out first in the first D&D stream.
We all looked into a mirror.
Yeah.
I got very annoyed with some fake grandchildren.
I have to jump after some fairies to get part of the key.
I beat up my old sparring partner and embarrassed him.
Yeah, that's about right. All right, and you proceed. And where are you guys now?
Just Harry has finished fireballing a fireball.
Yay!
All right. You remember what room you're in?
Nope.
All right, fantastic. So, what happened?
I'll.
Go for it.
Do you
Bethany.
remember what room we were in?
Oh, I hope so.
We were.
We are in the.
I'm
We
gonna
are
find
like
it on the
going
map.
to the corridor.
Yes. You just stepped foot into the corridor. So as you walked in, you made the left, and you saw it, and then you looked right, because it kind of goes like it does on the map right here. So this corridor, right over here, as I attempt to illustrate on the map here, it's the most western corridor, right below the heart. I can't do directions.
Speaking is hard.
Speaking is in fact hard, and this is gonna be a rough 24 hours. Anyway,
How do we word?
what is word? How do? So you walk in there. As you make that right turn after that first left, you just see this endless corridor of doors on both sides, left and right.
When I kick open the first door I see.
You kick open the first door you see. It looks like it leads into a corridor.
Hey guys, what if we just follow the endless corridor, corridor?
Yeah.
What if you said that in a language that I could understand?
We go forward.
Yes.
Using fireball?
No.
Oh.
Ignore the door I just kicked open. We go that way.
So not through the door.
Not through the door.
Well, I mean, the map does say to just go straight ahead.
Each door is about 5 feet apart as well.
I'd also like to check for traps.
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
I gotta pull up my character sheet again. What's my perception?
Wait, are we in that long corridor on the map?
Yep, the wall on the
20.
left. All the way on
Okay.
the left. 20. All right, so as you're walking through, you just see doors. More doors.
Oh boy.
Doors beyond
Real
all you
fake
can see.
doors.
And they just
Doors!
go infinitely down this corridor. Just doors.
Hold the door.
What?
Wait,
should we
so
just-
there's no
should we
end to the
just-
corridor, right?
There is no end. It just
corridor,
continues
corridor.
indefinitely.
Oh. Well, that's not what the map says.
Okay. Idea. We go back to the beginning. And
We're at the beginning.
wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go 50 feet in front and take our next right. God,
All right. You sure you want to do that?
I'm sure I want to do that.
I
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
I also have a suggestion.
Does it involve fireball?
It does involve fireball.
Ooh.
I will proceed to go back into the previous room if fireball is involved.
Well, you've already kicked a door open, so Harry, just throw a fireball down there and see what happens.
I cast fireball.
Where exactly?
Down the corridor.
That's just as far as you can?
And from the door that was kicked in, that Yato kicked in.
As far as I can.
Alright, so down through the door.
Yes.
So, as you cast your fireball, you hear the sound, you see it go through the door, and goes down the corridor, and hits into another door. You hear the sound of a door opening. Right behind you. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw.
From all of us?
Oh no.
Anyone
Oh
who dexterity.
no.
Oh, first roll, natural 1. I get to re-roll. Let's go.
You were in the other room, you said, right?
Wait,
Oh,
what
wait,
am I
no, yeah, I
rolling?
was in the other room.
Yeah, so, Art, you're fine.
Hey,
What?
wait
22.
a second.
So, where do we have to be to have to make a dexterity save?
If you are 30 feet near Phil. 20 feet, Phil.
I'm assuming we're all in this hallway
Wait,
with Bill.
If we're near Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Because
gosh.
as you went through it, it opened the door behind him and just came right back. Think Scooby-Doo.
Is it-
Oh.
Is it gonna be Hyacinth making the dexterity save?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
So.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. What is your spell save DC, Phil?
Wait, what am I rolling?
A dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save.
All the pretty dice.
Unnatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity saving through. That's just the D20, right?
The D20 plus your dexterity saving and your dexterity and your dexterity mod, unless you have proficiency. This is gonna hurt.
Oh
So,
boy.
and also, if I remember correctly, Fireball is 8d6.
Oof.
13.
All right. What's your intelligence score, Phil?
Was it fireball or
19.
firebolt, Phil?
Fireball.
Oh.
Hmm. All right. So I believe your spell save DC is 14, Phil. So, let me do some math. 1, 2, 3,
My spell DC is.
11.
Wait, what?
20, wait, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20.
Oh
All
no.
right. So if you fail your spell save DC, you take 27 points of fire damage. If you succeed, you take half as much.
Holy.
Did I succeed?
No.
So much damage did I take?
27.
Oh,
What do I have to do to pass?
You have to roll above. I believe his spell save DC is 14.
Oh yeah,
I'm
totally
on
passed.
11 HP.
If you succeed, you take half of that. So half
have
of
to roll.
27 is going to be 13 damage.
you're rolling again. You failed.
I have to roll again.
Ask him.
I have 43 hit points. I am on 11.
Ow.
Ouch.
But you have how many hit points, Phil?
Oh well, I lost some. I can't remember how.
So
But
did you take the
It's
full
because you-
27?
It was probably the bees.
Probably.
It's when he fireballed the fireball.
Oh yeah, he burned himself. It took
Oh,
1d4,
yeah.
Oh
psychic
yeah,
damage.
that too. That too.
I took 4 damage there. Then now I'm taking 27 damage. So now I have 11 health.
Oh my. Ouch.
Let me just check my character sheet for any healing.
Anyone want to help? I have mending.
That's not gonna help.
I'm
Mending,
afraid that does not
mending.
fix people.
Damn it.
Mending.
Hey, next.
Yo,
Yes,
I
sir.
want a mending book.
I rolled a 6 on my dexterity saving throw.
That's
is
a
that-
fail?
What was that?
You failed.
That's a fail. I believe
Yeah, you gotta roll higher
Phil's
than 14.
yeah, I
So I
believe his
took
spell save
27.
DC is 14. So you take 27 points of fire damage.
So,
And let's
I'm
see. Phil,
sorry.
your intelligence score is +4, right?
Yeah, well, I think it's like a negative 30 after that attack.
Probably. So wait, 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm sorry, your spell set DC is actually 15.
Oh, cool.
But it's
Good
okay.
to know.
It doesn't really change anything. Yes, it's
I
on your,
opened
it
the
is
door
on your
and
sheet.
loudly exclaim, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah, you just you hear a large fireball. You hear screaming and yelling coming from your party members as they are burned by this fireball.
I just walk in, say everything's under control, and I
No.
collapse.
It's her.
No. Just Harry. Just Harry. Come on.
I have 2 potions of healing. I would like to administer 1 potion of healing to just Harry.
All right, Phil, let's get me 2d4 plus 2 healing, I believe.
I'm
Or
just
2d4
gonna lie here for a bit.
I guess I gotta fail it.
Well-
I'm immune to fire, so.
Yeah, if you're immune to fire, you
So-
take no damage.
So,
So-
I
You're
have
resistant, you take
9
half.
hit points left.
So 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Where did the fireball come from to
Alright, so
re-hit
six-
Harry?
The door right behind him. So as he cast it through, it opened the door directly behind him and came right through, Scooby-Doo style.
Huh.
Alright, so
Where did the
so-
fireball come from? Where did you shoot it and where did it come from?
Where
It
was
went through the door that you kicked in, and it came back through the door directly behind Harry.
So these doors are linked. So how about we just take my idea that I came up with first, because there are 5. There looks to be 50 feet between the door that we need and our current standing position.
That's probably a better idea. How are you feeling, Harry?
Yep, just give me 5 minutes.
You take
And
as long as you
can
need.
I use Cure Wounds?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really gonna need to do that.
You can cast it on
1d8.
yourself, or it's the first level is 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
D10.
And if you upcast it, it's an additional d8.
So that score I got from rolling, that's what I heal, right?
Your heal? Oh yeah, that's how. Yeah, if your 2d4 plus 2, that is how much healing you receive from your healing potion.
Okay. Didn't know if that was another step after that. So 6 points of healing.
Very nice.
Nice.
You feel a little bit better. It soothes your pain and it eases your wound slightly. However, ouch, that hurt.
Wait a second. Where is the level 20 bard?
You got 4 hit points of damage.
It's currently right behind me, so I just didn't put the name tag on it because it looked too confusing.
But then you took 4 points of healing.
I took 4 points of healing.
Nice. Wait, with cure wounds?
Yes.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Bruh.
You hate to see it.
you hate to see it. Alright,
So I
you
still
feel,
only have 13 health.
yes, you feel a little bit better after that, but not by much.
Would you like the other potion?
No, we should probably say we can always rest.
I guess. Alright. I count out 50 feet and I open the door to the right.
Alright, you count out 50 feet, about 50 paces. Actually, probably about 100 paces for your halfling size. You can determine. You see the door looks identical to all the other ones. You grasp your hand on it and you open it. What you see is another shorter corridor that leads into another door.
I would like to go straight down that corridor and open that door.
Alright, you go straight down that corridor and you open the door. It leads to a T intersection.
Guys, it's over here.
Let's go.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I'm ready. I'm good.
As
I dust
Harry
myself off and
hobbles
pop
along.
over to work out.
Out of character, I have more intelligence than the intelligent party member.
Then the wizard.
No.
Just a bit. So you make your way all kind of down this corridor of endless doors. Reaching the one door are open. You go down and you reach this T junction. You see a door to your left and an open corridor leading to a large room to your right, completely filled to about 2 feet of bones.
Rat on me bones.
And there's a door to the left. You are now
Let's take
directly
the door
south
to the left
of
first,
the,
because it looks like there's a harp over there.
Very well.
Just before we enter the room, I'd like to examine that room for traps.
The one on the right.
Through the door on the left.
Do you want to examine the door for traps, or the room when you go in?
The room when we go in it.
Alright. So I will describe you the room. Actually, I need to pull up my notes to make sure I have the accurate description for this. Like, write things down, folks. They're like first floor. Here we go. Alright. Just make sure. Harp. Here we go. So as you open the door, you see a large harp stands in the middle of this room with 2 bodies to the right of it. You see what looks like a fur-bulged man wearing half-plate armor, wielding a greatsword, kind of rested aside, one hand still on it, with a small boy, must be no older than 12 or 13, resting with the other corpse's arm around it, dressed in leather armor, wielding a small staff. You see also a piece of paper clutched in the man's hand. You also notice there are several musical notes dotted across the room wall, for a total of 6 notes. In addition, go ahead and roll your perception track to see if you find any of those beautiful tracks.
Let me get my modifier.
Oh, also one more note. You notice that on the ground there is drag marks of pools of blood that seem to be leading to where those 2 corpses are. Looks like one of the bodies was kind of dragged, or he crawled over there, propping himself up against the wall. You notice there's a small pool of dried old blood nearby where those 2 corpses are.
23 perception, what do I notice?
It doesn't appear to be any traps in here. As you look around, you just notice what was described earlier. Although you do notice a small harp necklace around the harp, and you also notice that the harp now has a face on it as well as you look closer.
A face?
A face.
What's going on, Yato?
Jocelyn, the harp has a face on it, and there's like a necklace thing.
You should go face it.
Shut up before I steal your life.
No.
Just hang back and recuperate, Harry.
Okay. Fireball?
No!
I think we're done with
Go
that
for
for the moment.
Oh, I don't have any more slots, never mind.
That's what I said, go for it.
What happens if I attempt to cast it, but I don't have any slots left?
Next
Well,
will eat your dice.
There is one way to find out.
I'll probably end up dying, won't I?
No.
Enjoy
there's
your
something else
level of
to
exhaustion.
Alright. Hey guys, this room seems to be safe to go in. Come in here.
Okay.
Have you gone into the room?
Yes, I've examined the room for traps. It doesn't
I'm
seem
only
to be
going in
anything.
there if just Harry stays out.
I want to go in.
I'll stay here with Harry. So he's not
Okay, I'll
gonna.
stay here.
He's not gonna do very well trying to get past Hyacinth.
Oh, there's a no. Oh, the note.
Don't worry about
right.
it. Don't worry about it.
You saw nothing.
You
There
saw
is also a
nothing.
note. I would like to read the note.
All right, so you find a note clutched in the hands of this child. There is tears across it and blood stains as well. It is both on stream, and I'm going to send it in the Discord really quick in Tower of the Man Litch. Just give me 1 moment. There you are. It's posted.
Alright, hold on. I'll read that in a second. I just want to bookmark the map of the tower, just so we can just go into the pinned messages.
Very well.
Just see the map. Alright. Dear mother and father, if this ever gets to you, I want to say I'm sorry. I am I am for running away. I thought I was strong enough with my magic. I thought that I didn't need to listen to you, that I was mature enough to make my own decisions. I was so wrong. I should have never joined with these adventurers. You were right. I am not cut out for this. The pain of suffering, it is all too much for me. The death. So much death. I hate it. And now I am scared. So scared. More scared than I've ever been because they are all dead. And I am scared that I'm next. We ran as fast as we could from that wraith, but he got most of us. Tyler was the first to go, was taken out just from one touch. She shriveled up and fell to the ground right before my eyes. I dropped my staff and ran. The others came too, but they were taken save for Skalmir. Something cut him bad. He was bleeding a lot. He stopped moving a day ago. I haven't had the courage to go see if he's still alive. I haven't moved from this spot since it happened. I'm too scared to move, and it doesn't help that I've left my water back in that room. I'm so thirsty, but if I stay here, I'll be safe. Nothing can hurt me, nothing can hurt me, nothing can hurt me, nothing can hurt me, nothing can hurt me. Oh mother, please forgive me for making you cry. Oh my father, forgive me for disobeying. I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry. I'm feeling tired. I think I'll close my eyes for a bit, just a little nap. Maybe it will help.
That is what the note says.
Oh, that poor child.
Shame he didn't have fireball.
Got it.
He did appear to be not a wizard of sorts, but appear to be some type of sorcerer or some type of magic caster, but not very well versed in it, judging by his youth.
What would you need to read music notes or like sheet music?
Eyes?
Or like to define the notes that are around the room?
Knowledge regarding music. Essentially, if you know how to play an instrument, you will be able to read it.
Hey, do we have any harp players here?
Real quick. That's not a lot.
I have a drum.
You know, if you are proficient, if you are proficient in an instrument, I will essentially say, yeah, you know how to read music, or at least enough to make sense of what the notes are.
Okie dokie then.
1 second.
What do the notes mean?
Well, whenever Reagan wants to look, I will let you know.
I'll check it out.
All right, so you see them. There is a total of 6 notes. They just kind of appear to be like on a sheet, and they read A, E minor, G, C, C augmented, and F.
So we have A minor, can I have a repeat of that, please?
So it was A minor. I'm sorry, A, E minor, G,
E minor,
yeah,
G,
G, C,
C,
and then C augmented.
C augmented. All right, that is all we have here.
Okay.
I'd like to inspect the harp.
All right. So, as you get close to the harp, you notice it's kind of made of brass. It's kind of a little bit tarnished, but still in pretty good condition. The face on there is just kind of a human male, and notice around its head, it's not like a full head, it's like a face, just a face part of it, but it has enough like bulge where it can stick out and hang something. You see a small harp necklace around it.
I'm gonna try to pick up the harp necklace.
You pick it up, you now hold a harp necklace.
Yeah, can I sell it to someone later?
You can certainly try.
Oh,
You-
I have, sorry, I have, proficiency with the lyre.
Yeah, then you
Apparently
can.
I have one of those.
Also, you do have, it feels very light, but it also feels somewhat magical.
Here
I
you
definitely
go.
don't have anything in magic.
This necklace seems a bit magical. Would you like to check it out?
Alright, so, Apollo, you were casting Detect Magic, is that what you said?
Well, I've got detect magic on me most of the like at all times, so.
Yeah. So then if you would look at this necklace with Detect Magic, you would notice that there is the School of Enchantment enchanted in it.
I don't have that spell.
Enchantment magic, ooh.
Ooh.
Well, this is an enchanted necklace.
Enchanted necklace? What kind of enchantment does it have?
I don't know. It is enchanted.
Magic.
So you would know you
No.
either have to attune to it or cast Identify upon it.
I don't have identify. And who knows? Well, there's only one way of figuring this out, and you're all too young. She's just gonna put the necklace on.
Alright, you put the necklace on. It's gonna take about an hour to attune to it.
Nothing's happening.
You've just put it on.
Yeah.
You
I'm
just
old.
put it on and you're expecting results immediately. I don't think that's how it works.
Well, we'll find out at some point. How about we have a bit of a break so Harry can sort himself out?
Yeah, I mean, that works. We'll take a little bit of a break while we wait for
desperately
this
need
to
a
kick in.
rest.
Yay.
Are you taking a short or a long rest?
Long.
Sure.
Oh,
Short.
Short.
short?
I can do with
If
a
we
short
take a long rest, wouldn't be the best. Wouldn't be the best idea in a dungeon where we
No.
don't know where we are.
Well, if we take a long rest, we just have to set up scheduled watches.
This is true.
I still vote short because it's easier.
I mean, we know that where we came from, there was nothing there.
Aren't we in a room full of dead stuff?
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
two dead things.
Aren't we in a room full of dead stuff that has had a wraith mentioned?
We could
And a
go back
necklace.
to the mirror room.
Yeah. Because like wraiths can totally pass through solid objects.
Realistically, a short rest couldn't save us if there was a wraith, honestly.
True, but if we get
Even if for an hour for the necklace to get attuned to you, if something comes for us, it comes for us. Whether short, long.
that's very true.
I
Well-
try play the chords or like attempt to play the chords.
Do you have proficiency in musical instrument?
No.
Then you would not know which strings play the right chord.
I do.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Play it.
Alright, what strings are you playing?
It's in Tower of the Mad Lich.
Play the
I'm just
funky
looking at 'em.
music, Dragonborn.
Play that funky music.
But still, it's with G.
You start with G.
What?
And C.
G, C. Dum, dum,
E minor.
E minor, hold on. I just realized I can do this more immersively. So G, C, and then you then with the E minor, Which was... I have to look my core for this one.
A and C augmented.
And then C augmented. Why did I pick a chord that I hate? My light doesn't block it.
Because you didn't expect to play it.
No, I just had the idea now. Like, oh wait, I could just play this. C augmented. I know you're there. Oh, that's good. I should have seen that. So after you play those chords in order, you hear what sounds like a rumbly noise coming from the right corner, the far right northern eastern corner of the room. As you see a kind of dust fall as a wall begins to fall down, slowly into the ground, revealing a secret passage.
Help!
Yo, what's in the secret passage?
You look through, you see a sleeping skeletal dragon.
Oh!
What?
We're back around.
You recognize this as the room you were in last time, where you got the golden key from.
Shh! Don't make any noise.
Ooh, fuck.
Well, we came all this way in hopes the harp would help us, and it just opened the door to this thing. Now I have to be quiet in here as well.
Yes, you can see
I
the
think
other
we
door is
make-
about 20 feet across. Or 25
Can we
feet.
make... Huh. I kind of want to check out the other rooms. What about you guys? Well, before
We
we go
could get-
to that room.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Better.
Let's do that.
What about our rest? I thought we were resting.
We rested, and during the rest, we opened that thing.
Did we?
Yeah.
How do we heal myself? And how much?
Oh, what do we regain during a short rest?
So you
How
can use... Sorry, you can go for Bethany.
That wasn't me.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say. So during your short rest, you can expend some of your hit die to regain hit points. So you can roll as many or as few as you would like, and you get whatever number you roll, plus your Constitution modifier back.
And we have 5 hit die, right?
Yes, you have 5 hit die. Druids, warlocks, and rogues, I believe, have a D8. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Monks have also a D8, and then wizards have a D6.
Or health.
Next.
Wait, how many hit dice?
While everyone's, healing up and stuff, can I please have a little chat with the old patron?
Of course.
And ask. Are you there? Hello?
I remember. What is your pact? Is it the pact of the fiend, or the
Yes,
fiend? Okay.
fiend.
You hear a kind of feel kind of a warmth, not like a pleasant warmth. Well, it's more of like a chaotic hotness coming from the innards of your body.
Oh. Oh, well, that didn't help with the toilet situation at all. There's a dragon, an undead dragon next door. I was just wondering if I cast dispel magic on it, would that kill it? Would that stop it from animating?
That's how.
Oh, I don't suppose you could help me out at all.
Golly, that movie. All right,
I'm sorry.
you're good. You're good.
I'm sure you will find a way.
Well, that's not very bloody helpful.
As you feel it fade from you.
I'm so confused.
Most fiends are not good people. Judge.
What a bastard.
Yeah, he probably is proud of that too.
Who was that? Who was that?
You did not hear this. Only Bethany heard this.
Hey, next
me.
question. Can I rolled a 7 plus 3 That was
That'd be
10. And I only needed 9 hit points. Can I give this one singular hit point to someone else?
I'm
No.
afraid not. It's only for you.
No. Alright.
But it
I
doesn't.
tried.
It also doesn't give you temporary hit points. You only get the 9 that you regained.
Yeah, I know.
So you just max
And-
out.
Luckily.
And then when you take a long rest, you regain half your hit die.
But out of character, what was it?
What? What was the scary voice?
Yeah.
The equivalent of my god.
Oh.
But he's not a nice dude.
But he's a bastard.
So hit dice, right? You use all 5s. Do you then like lose them until you've done a long rest?
Yes,
Yeah.
you get half of them back on a long rest.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll all 5 then. And it's D6, right?
It is. Yep, it is a D6 plus your Constitution modifier.
Well, do I feel any different after an hour?
That hour you don't feel. You feel maybe a bit more musical. Like you could maybe play an instrument of some kind.
Alright, 20 points.
In addition, you feel like there is another effect on it, but you don't have the ability to use the effect.
Hmm.
Wait,
Well-
how many hours is a short rest?
Uno.
Between
1 hour.
15 minutes and an hour.
Oh, I was gonna ask if I can attune to it as well. That's fine.
You can't attune to it because I'm already wearing it.
Yes, you
I
both
mean,
cannot attune to the same item. You require it. You have to be separate.
Still in my inventory.
Alright, I've got
Okay.
37 points now.
Very well.
Nice.
Your
Yeah,
hour
really
goes by.
just
You rest
take
is
my newly acquired item and just put it on.
What item?
The necklace, the harp necklace.
You put it on. You feel it's definitely magical, but you're gonna need to attune to it before you can do anything with it.
You can't put it on because I'm already wearing it.
But she literally took it out of my hands and just put it on right in front of me.
That is
Because
true.
you asked me to detect magic on it, so I did. And then I was
Did-
like, why not? I'll put it on. You asked me what kind of magic it was. Remember that whole conversation we had?
Yes, I do, but I wasn't expecting you to just yoink.
Yep, because you're too young. What if
Foolish
it was a
rogue.
bad thing? Which is exactly what I said.
Foolish rogue.
It is what she said. I do remember that conversation.
Yeah.
I know we had that conversation. It's just that she literally just took my newly acquired.
No, she didn't take it. You handed it to her
I
and have her do
handed
something.
her.
But
give
you
it-
handed it to
expecting
me.
it to be
You're a
returned.
rogue. You yelling things.
You
If
just yank
you,
it back.
if you wanted it back, you could have taken it back during the whole of that long rest that we just had. But we can't sit around and have another long rest just so you can attune to something that I've already attuned to. Plus,
We'll
you
pick
don't
pocket
ha-
all of you.
didn't you say that you don't have any musical proficiencies?
No.
So I do.
I mean, I do too.
I mean, and so does he. But you know, I'm the old one. I'm putting myself to do this stuff for the young people so that they don't die or have negative effects. I am old. I have lived a life.
You're also
I
driving
believe
burnt
part
these things.
three.
poison.
Say that again.
So you're also driving this party pretty fearlessly, so we kind of need you.
I don't think Hyacinth will listen to any of us.
Ah, I
Alright,
settled
Harry, we
myself
still have a
out.
dragon. Can you just fireball it?
Oh, we're gonna fight the dragon, huh?
I'm not a big fan of Fireball right now.
Wait,
Harry
The
doesn't
dragon-
have any fireballs left.
We're in a different room, and
yeah, isn't that
Wait,
only with
is it-
long rest?
oh, all right, never mind then.
Wait, did we short rest or long rest?
You took a short rest.
Sure.
Now there is a
Oh.
wizard ability, which allows you to get some of your spell slots back on a short rest, I believe.
Wait, I've got a skill?
I believe it's Mystic, not Mystic Arcane. That's a bard thing. Oh, what's the name of it?
Is that a skill that I
Wizard-
possess?
I think it's a wizard class thing. Let me just double check. And see what you get. Arcane recovery. Yep, that's what it was. So, just tell me what arcane recovery does exactly, please, instead of taking me over to the player's handbook to get. Alright, you regain some of your magical energy by studying your spellbook. Once a day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level equal to or less than half your wizard level, rounded up. So it'd be 3. So you can get 1/3 level slot back, or 1 first and 1 second, or 3 firsts.
I'll take 1/3 then.
Yeah. So 1/3. So you now have one additional 3rd level slot. You don't get that ability back until you take a long rest.
He
okay.
has another fireball
I believe.
on the ready.
Nope, actually, you can just do that per short rest.
Oh, really?
I'm looking at it
Sick.
right now, making sure. None of the slots can be oh, and none of the slots can be 6th level or higher. Makes sense, yeah. So that you can do that every short. You can get that much.
Oh, that's dope.
It was a good try. It was a good try. Tabaxi Druid. Oh, thank you. Why was I picking Firbolg? Tabaxi. Alright, so.
Right, are we
Where-
fireballing the dragon or not?
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Can't see that far.
So the secret door on the top right of this room
My
does
shiny,
lead
give it
does
back.
lead to the door. The dragon still slumbers. Its size is at least 3 times as much as any of you. You feel its presence weigh upon you as you look upon it.
Damn, why didn't anyone do that sound effect when they were talking about the necklace?
Ah,
My shiny.
So, what are we doing about the dragon? Are we leaving him alone while we go into the other room, or are we gonna fireball it?
I prefer to try to stealthily get past it, but you know.
I vote Yato
Our-
goes and opens the door.
Our
And then we make a
party
run
isn't
for
really
it.
stealthy.
That's just because I have an aversion to fireball right now.
There.
I vote
Okay,
Yato opens the door.
I
we
will
bolt.
roll. I will roll stealth to go see what's behind the door. I rolled a 27.
A 27. Yeah, you walk
Ah.
quietly away from these things.
I crack open the door. What do I see?
So you crack open the door. What you see? Hallway that turns off to the left. Well, turns off to the right is what I meant to say. It's
I'd like
long
to.
and not the same. Although, however, you smell what sounds like you smell what smells like spices or other cookingware. You hear what sounds like distant sizzling of meat.
it's a kitchen.
It out of character. It does appear to be a kitchen because there's a kitchen utensil on the map.
Maybe it's a kitchen. Maybe it's something else. You'll have to go. And
I mean,
find
it
out.
is just a butcher's knife on the map.
Yeah. I would like to go to the end of the hallway
You
to
stealthily.
peer into the room.
You peer into the room. You see what looks. You see 2 pigs hung up there, as well as a deer hung on meat racks. Several counters, utensils, spices, cooking materials, stoves, other types of greens, other cooking things. Food. Just kind of scattered throughout the kitchen on various tables and cabinets and such. And you see a burly half-orc man chopping some meat, while some sizzles on a skillet on one of the stoves. Book, book.
I don't like this.
He chops.
There.
I'd
I
like to
return
just
to
point
the
out I
party.
want to stay in the
Chippity
harp room.
The harp room is open to the dragon.
Yeah, I know. And we're being quiet, so I'm just going to stay in the harp room. By the harp.
I return to the party. Okay, guys, so I checked out the hallway down there. It seems to be a butchery kitchen, and there is a orc, right? Orc or is it
A half orc.
A half orc was butchering meat. There was a lot of spices there. It smelled really nice.
Delicious.
Did he look to have ill intent?
I'm not sure. I think he was just butchering. There were 2 pigs hung on the meat racks, and there was a deer hung on meat racks as well.
Did he look like he was enjoying himself?
What does looking like you're enjoying yourself mean?
Was he smiling while butchering things?
I didn't look. I just looked at the kitchen quickly, and I
Did
saw
you
him.
strike up
I
a
didn't
conversation
look
with
at-
him?
No, Harry. I didn't.
Really prefer to not be in shackles, and the next thing on his menu.
Yeah, it's either we fight a dragon, potentially die by a dragon, or go see a guy that doesn't look like he has ill intentions.
Either way, we
He's just cutting things. And there is no way of just sneaking past that guy because, well, there's only one doorway and it's on the other side of him.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, I might be able
About
to.
time.
I don't think you will.
Let's talk to him.
No.
Harry,
I
just-
vote we
just
go
here.
check out the room with diamonds here. And I point to the sword room with 2 arrows going up. Because I want more things to sell.
The last show that had diamonds that also had the beholder in there.
There's only so far being greedy is gonna get you, Yato. Just because
Gonna
there's
get us.
diamonds
That's
doesn't
what I'm
mean there's
worried about.
anything good there.
It's
We've already made it
fine.
through all of the obstacles on this floor. I would prefer to not put my head on the chopping block for any more.
Out of character, what is everyone's stealth?
Mine is
+2.
+6.
Terrible.
Hey, at least
I'm
you're
a
video.
dragon.
I'm a dragon.
I'll
That
have
is
stealth.
terrible.
+2.
Stealth.
That's what I have, a +2.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, Jocelyn. So after just kind of milling about, you feel it looks like a piece of something that in your pocket that wasn't there before.
Oh. Alright,
What?
well, I will... I will, go and do a quick turn around and see what it is.
That's good.
All right. You find a note, just kind of like on a little piece of wood, that just says +10 points.
Nope. To Gryffindor or what?
Yeah, I
Yep,
was about
that's all
to
it
ask. Plus 10 points to Gryffindor.
So after you
She's
look
a
at it, you notice it
Hufflepuff.
just fades to dust in your hand.
Hope you have a good memory.
Wait, what faded to dust?
The little piece of wood that said +10 points. Almost as if someone is toying with you.
Guys, just shh, come here. Does anybody have anything in their pockets that wasn't there before?
I would
No,
like
I
to,
don't think so.
Aside from Yato, probably not.
I
Well,
checked. the
Harry, you
pocket.
also find something.
In my pocket.
Yep, a similar thing before. You get 1. It says a similar piece of wood, but yours says +27 points.
Yay, plus 27 points.
But it doesn't say to what there, bud.
27.
It could be plus 27 points to Slytherin. Don't trust it.
Alright, actually, each one of you find one of these in your pockets. Art,
I
you
would like
find
to
one.
check what's mine.
Yours says +5.
So,
Mine's higher than yours.
If it's plus 27 points of damage, I want the 5.
Maybe. You don't know. All right, Shark, you find
Exactly.
yours says +6. And last but not least, Reagan, yours says +12.
I want to
Okay.
investigate this piece of wood.
It's gone.
It
As,
fades
after
to
you look
dust.
at it, it fades to dust in your hand.
Come back to
So,
me!
wait, if we don't look at it, does it fade?
If you don't, yes, it does not fade until you look at what the number is.
Wait, so we have
Yeah.
+5, +27, +12, +10.
+6.
Alright.
Depends if we're playing golf or not.
So I
Who
have.
knows?
is
Maybe it could be a
plus-
positive thing or maybe a negative thing the more you have.
Did you say I had plus
If we're
10?
playing,
Did you say I had plus 10?
+10 for you,
Yes,
+27 for Phil.
Plus
this
Plus
is
5
all
for
we
us.
have here.
I mean, anything in my possession is negative.
Yeah, that's why you don't have the wand anymore. Well, I'm carrying the wand.
No.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
forgot about that
one's
one.
Last thing everybody rolled for the.
Can I have my one back?
No.
I rolled a plus.
I rolled a 20.
Please.
No. You can't have the wand back.
But I want to make people frown.
No.
You're
That's
making
one
me
charge.
frown.
Context: they found the wand of scowls.
Why are you all
Wait,
scowling at me like that?
You know, I still want to see the
wasted it.
dragon. I still want to see the dragon depressed.
It's not happening, so.
You don't know how many charges are on this. Can't
Enough.
waste it. How? How many?
Probably. Wait,
There's
wait, out of
only
character.
3.
Would I know how many charges are on it?
No.
Probably not.
Pretty sure it was said 3. And he used 2. He made a door sad.
And he made a troll skull holding a scroll in its mouth sad.
So it has one charge left.
Yeah, so I took it from him and it's on me.
I thought I had it.
Wait, next. I
You
rolled
handed
a
it to me
20
to hold on to it.
last time.
Oh, you have it now. Oh, okay
That's
then.
cool.
That explains why it's not on my sheet. Cool.
Did you? There was also someone else who rolled 27.
Who else?
Oh,
has
yeah.
27?
I took 27 damage.
Oh,
But I haven't taken any damage, so that doesn't make sense.
And I know I've taken more than 6, so or more than whatever I had.
Yours was 12.
I've taken more than 12.
I haven't taken any damage.
So it's not that.
I can quickly change that if you want.
Can I?
I can
Um,
where you stand if you want.
What?
As much as we'd all like to see just Harry's head rolling, I think maybe we should just not take.
I used the one on Harry.
What?
No.
You have to make a DC 11 charisma save, Phil.
No,
DC 11?
Charisma save, yep.
No, we're not
Or be
using the
frowning
one
for
on
the
Harry.
next minute.
Ah,
I using the one on me.
You didn't actually use
I
it.
didn't actually use it.
Aw.
But it'd be funny,
Aw.
like middle of like a, how about this? It's like, well, fine, one. Be sad.
No!
Um,
Depression.
next.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I please check the saddlebags on Hyacinth to see if she has anything in the saddlebags that shouldn't be there?
You look through the saddlebags, rummaging through them. You do not find anything out of place.
Okay. Very strange. Okay, well, where are we going?
We still have a either sneak past a dragon or fight the dragon, or we can go into the other room and loot that.
What is the harp
Okay.
going to Jocelyn?
So far, not a vast amount. I feel. Okay, now just bear with me. I'm gonna go towards on Hyacinth. I'm gonna go and. Can someone hand me the harp up, please?
Okay.
Like the miniature harp or the big harp?
The big. I'm wearing the miniature harp, so the big harp.
That is gonna be a massive harp. Like harps are heavy, especially if it's bronze.
It is brass.
Oh, brass. So
Just slightly lighter, I think, but not that much.
slightly lighter than bronze. But
Okay, well then I shall get off Hyacinth and I will just do it on the floor. And I'm gonna start playing the harp
All right.
with the notes that were on the were given.
All right.
Just
so,
gonna keep playing them in like a loop.
So you play them in a loop. You find that you actually know where all the chords are now on this thing, and you can play it somewhat proficiently. As you do, nothing else happens. It appears that whatever this did, it did it once.
Oh boy.
But you feel like, hey, you kind of know how to play this instrument now.
can Jocelyn multi-class into a bard?
Not quite. I will let you know there is this item is dual faceted, so one of the other effects only is available to bards. The other aspect of this necklace.
Out of character, what is that thing?
It upgrades the damage die from a D4 to a D6 on Vicious Mockery.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Just vicious mockery the dragon to death.
it's still only 2d6 at level 5, but still, it's a little better than 2d4. Because honestly, it makes poison spray is better. But anyway, it's my little my little ranting there.
Right. Hey,
Well,
are you guys up to roll stealth with help from the stealthy members of the party?
Yeah. Well, I'm riding a dog. Is the ground like
Is the wolf
You
you know how when dogs run across pavements and they click clack click clack click clack click clack.
Clickety clackety, yep.
Yeah.
Slogan tackety.
Can we just be like, one paw at a time, Hyacinth?
He's still gonna have to roll stealth.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let's see what this thing.
Can I roll acrobatics?
No. I'm sorry, it's stealth.
Rolled a comfortable 21.
Stealth.
A D20, let's go.
Time.
10!
You got a 10. Alright.
Roll it with advantage because I am quote unquote helping.
+2.
What does that do then?
You can roll again and you take the higher number.
Ah. 7.
Fuck's sake, Phil.
I rolled a
Well, that's a
4.
10.
21.
21. Alright.
Happily.
What'd you other folks get?
19.
I rolled a comfortable 21 as well.
19. And Reagan, what'd you get?
4.
4?
Oh gosh.
Oh dear, and you're a monk. Alright, so what is the
But I'm
marching
not
order?
stealthy.
Fair enough, what's the marching order here?
I'll go
The
last.
door's already open. I suppose I'll go first.
Okay. So you're first.
Apollo and I will sprint. After they've made it safely across.
So since you rolled stealth, I'm assuming you're going to try to walk stealthily, not run.
Oh yeah, we'll try that.
Alright, so who's first? So Jocelyn's first, followed by whom?
Me.
Followed by Art. Followed by whom? Who's third?
Well, I'm assuming Apollo's last,
Yeah, I'm last.
and I'm second last.
So then Ada, and then you two. Okay.
Yeah.
So you begin stealthing your way through, sneak crouching, Skyrim style, through this room, walking silently, doing your best not to disturb this thing. Not even a pin can be heard. That is until Apollo and Just Harry begin to walk in the room and trip over a large bone, making rather heavy metal rattling noise for all their gear as they fall to the ground. Quickly getting back up, you notice the dragon begins to stir in its sleep, gets up, pointing its head over to you two. You have one thing you can do before it does its action.
Guys,
Hi,
Can I step
Dragon!
the wind?
no, dash your way over. I can just take one of my oil flasks and just pour it out in front of the door and just set it alight.
I mean, this is.
And we can carry on.
I'm dropping all the frames all of a sudden.
Can I use a key point to step in the wind so I can just dash?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on, why am I dropping all the frames all of a sudden? Yeah, my bitrate just went down to like 30. Yeah.
Alright,
I
who's
feel so
installing a game
Yeah,
in your
someone's
family?
downloading something probably. They know I'm streaming.
Mhm.
I literally told everyone, but they're still down. So.
I
Okay.
mean, 24 hours without downloading something, that's gonna be hard.
Let's just hope it's not, like Warzone. Resolve itself. There we go, it's back. It was a
Good.
short download, good.
Mhm.
Never mind, it's back down. It was
Oh.
back, and now it's back. Again.
And I dashed out of there.
Yeah, it's gotta fluctuate for a bit. Just a bit. We'll keep
You
rolling.
go ask if anyone's downloading.
I could, but I'll probably get the response, yeah, and then I won't do anything, so.
That's all you'll get is just, yeah.
Like, great, then.
Yeah.
Can you, not?
And they
No.
feel like, can you please not? And then they just gonna carry on
Mhm.
downloading.
Pretty much. Well, I will go check real fast, see if they'll throttle it for me.
Mobile data.
Oh, no, do mobile that. Oh, wait. Is it good? Nope, never mind. It was for a second, then it's like, nope. Alright, let me check.
So, let's talk about what we're gonna do.
I'm already gone. I dashed into the open door.
We're all gone. It's just you, pal.
Oh yay!
Use your
Thanks.
action. Dash into
And
the door.
dragon.
Fireball the dragon.
What if I cast a fireball and jump on it?
You
ride the
will
fireball?
take
I think you
will
ride that
take
fireball.
damage.
Heck yeah. Ride the lightning.
Or mold the earth.
Yep.
I've got mold earth.
What do you know? If his stream bitrate fixed itself as oh, never mind, it's gone.
Oh no, it's never mind.
As it fixed itself. Productivity from next.
Thunderclap.
Oh, I hear a door.
Thunderclap those dragon bone cheeks.
It do be download. He's pretty much done with it. He's just updating wallpaper engine. So, yeah, it's like practically done already.
Nice.
So, we're just gonna wait just a second until the bitrate comes back. Which should be long, so
Oh,
sorry.
it's already back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's still fluctuating. I think we're good now. Nope. I can't jinx it. Every time I jinx it, it'll just go down. But I also used a bit restroom real quick, because may as well while I was up. So what did I miss while I was gone?
Nothing much.
Alright, cool.
Just where you realize that he's all by himself in front of a dragon.
Yep. So alright. So now we're back. So, where we were before the frames all dropped, before Phil dropped the frames. Yes, I can't get it. So, essentially, as you two fail your stealth check and trip over, trip over some bones, making a very loud noise, the dragon stirs over to you, and you see. Did I misspell that too? Oh gosh, dang it!
I just saw you. I just realized it.
I am unbelievable. Honestly. I am
What did you
unbelievable.
misspell?
Amazing.
I'm seeing.
AMA. ZING. Unbelievable. I
didn't
swear
even
I had
notice.
dyslexia. I really must.
What?
Anyway,
Where?
Next, if
Oh,
you have
there.
dyslexia, I also have dyslexia then.
It actually runs in my family. But
I
anyway,
didn't notice.
so yes. So as the dragon stirs over, looks over to you, and begins to open its mouth. You have one thing you can do before it's too late. One action.
Can I say hi, dragon, while I sprint?
You can run and say that, yes.
I do that.
You run, sprinting to the other door. Quickly, diving towards the end. What,
Bye,
what's your face?
dragon.
What, Reagan, what are you doing, sir?
He's already
I
out.
stepped the wind and dashed out of there.
You use Step of the Wind and book it out there, going past Phil as he attempts to sprint. Alright,
I
so
would like to
as you do
close the
that, you
door
see the
after
dragon
Phil.
rear its mouth as its purple and necrotic energy blasts the wall where you just ran. You barely make it out in the nick of time as you feel this dark energy sap away all life force from that area. You feel it affect you too, but barely. So you do not take any damage, but not by much. You thought it was a
Do I
pun?
take damage?
Wait, was it a pun? A mezzan? You do not take damage from it. But yes. But the dragon is awake and begins clawing its way towards the door.
Oh boy. Well, at least we know it doesn't just breathe fire.
It breathes necrotic fire.
Where's this chef guy?
Maybe he'll fight the dragon.
I would like, I'm already at like the end of the hallway, and I want to make a dash for the middle. Is there like a middle aisle of the kitchen?
Define aisle.
As in like a little island over where you can prepare stuff.
Yeah, there will be a middle
Mm.
aisle.
Yeah, I would like to dash behind the middle aisle.
Right. And Shark, it would be signed to so. That's good. You worthy happy. So, you will be worthy. Or I think it starts like this. No, sorry. This of happiness. Or happy. That would be how you sign that. Thank you for redeeming sign something all day. Yes, there is an island you can kind of get behind. You see him just chopping some meat. Chook. Chook kind of flying off into a kind of a bowl for prep. Appears to be doing some type of steak tips or steak strips.
Did he notice that there's a sudden rumbling noise coming from that door?
He did. He like kind of glanced over a little bit, but he didn't really look, as if he's heard this many times before. And probably
I
figured
would
they're all
like-
dead.
I signaled to the party to be quiet again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make too much noise. Do not do not trip on a rock. That doesn't exist.
I thought you were about to say Rickroll.
What is he doing? Is he still chopping up?
Just chopping these meats.
Doesn't sound like ridiculously good.
Does it look like he's doing anything else?
Cooking. He is cooking.
That's it?
Well, yes. He only has two
Nothing
hands.
nefarious?
Unless you count making delicious meals a crime.
They are full of poison.
Maybe they are. You haven't eaten them. One way to find out.
I mean, I can make him poisoned. I have.
I mean, this whole tower,
Cool.
everything wants to kill us.
I'm not gonna
So-
just jump on the first piece of meat I smell.
And the Lich doesn't need to eat.
That is correct.
I
So
have
why are
a
you making this
whole
food?
of purple worm poison.
Other than it's not good.
Let me do the talking, guys.
Wait, we could.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
No. Okay,
Hey,
just
just stay back.
before
I'm gonna
before
go
Harry
talk
does
to him.
anything stupid, we can presume that the guard that was guarding the front of the tower was not dead. He was alive, right?
He definitely appeared that way.
Was wreathed in flames.
Yes.
What race was he? Like
You could
what
not
would you-
ascertain.
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, so
Some
half,
kids of the dead race kind.
He could be,
The-
or he could be very much alive.
this half orc could be making food for himself and the workers that are alive.
That smells delicious.
Do you say this out loud?
Yup.
You hear the burly voice.
We're not gonna be able to sneak. We're not all gonna be able to sneak past.
No, it's a small kitchen. That's why.
Like, I mean, come on. We may as well just bite the bullet. Go for
I
it.
have my bow at the ready in case anyone needs.
Top of the morning to you.
So he does not look over. You just hear him say, "It's quite a feat being able to be a chef like this."
Like what?
It's like you need some water.
Like
sir.
a chef kind of chef. It's quite a feat.
Well, I
Thank you.
can imagine it smells absolutely wonderful. Would you care to share some of your recipe?
I recipe the my own.
Oh, that is very. I tell you, how about a swap?
What kind of
Ah.
recipe?
I've lived a few
As this man
years.
turns
I've
over to you,
cooked
you see
quite
as,
a
um,
lot.
You can't see this half-orc man, very well built, well weathered, appears to be a hunter of some kind. You see scars, mainly looks like claw marks, other things from other animals. Burley kind of eyes you with suspicion.
We can presume that's from like the animals, like the pigs that are hung up on the meat hooks.
I mean, if he's got scratches and scars, I'm gonna hide behind the biggest party member because I'm a little uncomfortable.
That is fair.
Literally me.
I'm gonna go stand next to him.
He's a hunter and is now a dragon in his kitchen.
And a cat. I
And a
don't
cat.
want to be the one who comes after.
And a dog.
A dog?
Yes.
I have said
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, alright.
Someone just walked in. Oh, we're having a guest star from the other DM. Also, the voice of someone in the future.
This is my arm. This is the rest of me.
Yes. Come look up here.
It is a magical hand.
Hold on, we're having guest cameo. There we go. Welcome.
Oh, this is the D&D portion.
This is the D&D portion of our 24-hour live stream.
Sorry.
Welcome. This is the other DM, by the way. Come closer.
That's what I...
You're actually going to make a guest appearance later on in this floor once you all reach some certain criteria. Oh. Yes. You know what? You know what?
Those are some small hands.
Me?
Some
Sarcastic?
small doll hands.
Never.
But yes, well, welcome to our 24-hour charity live stream for the Foundation, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So far, we have raised $210.
Yeah, and in the spirit of National Suicide Prevention, I've given you a co-host. Your nurse action figure. It's a girl. I thought it was a guy.
Thank you. The chroma key is keying most of this out, but you can see it. Thank you. Thank you.
It has,
Hey, it's
things-
next.
Authentic details,
Authentic detail.
realistic
That's what it was.
accessories, posable figures.
Finger.
Also, finger. By the way, you're getting a compliment on your shirt, Jesse.
Oh
Thanks.
yeah, isn't that great?
I don't know why she bought it for me. I don't think I'm sarcastic.
Really?
No.
You know, I never really thought that you can't go. Thank you. You know, I will use this to teach anatomy. This is the
This
bone.
Is the arm.
This is
Oh
the
my
leg.
God.
That's what
Ages 4+. You know, I think I'm just old enough to appreciate this.
Are you
Oh
sure?
shoot! I could have gotten a younger.
Oh.
Sorry. All right. Well, I'll leave you to your dungeon master. And...
Thank you very much.
Have fun.
Have
We'll
fun.
do. I'm gonna put this right here.
Uh,
Oh, before you go, by the way,
tell 'em not to go.
Oh,
tinctures.
ooh.
Those are people who have donated more than 10 or more dollars.
Oh, that's cool.
that family games, I know that.
Yes.
Not really, but I watched a stream of theirs once.
Yes, I can confirm this figure was not planned by me. But them, that's another story.
It was an impulsive thing. It's like, well, Dan gave
So-
me permission to another.
For those who don't know, my brother, one of the many, and brother's girlfriend.
I'm the brother.
As you probably could
Brother.
tell.
Thanks for clarifying.
He said,
The
they said thanks for
non-sarcastic
clarifying.
That was
Hello.
very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, I need clarification. I was very confused on who's who.
Is he
Welcome to the
sarcastic?
channel, everybody. This is a normal occurrence. Nothing goes as planned. We are very adaptive here. We gonna do a jam here?
You are much louder than he is. Good heavens.
All right, there we go. There was your impromptu family member meeting.
Consider it a random encounter.
Enjoy random encounter. Enjoy your
It is a
intermission.
random encounter.
This is a random encounter. It certainly is. All right. But there was your random encounter of the night, and enjoy your brief intermission from D&D. Put this back down here. I have to readjust my camera now. I think that's how I have it.
Green screen's a bit scuffed.
All right, I think it's good now.
Oh, it's good now.
All right, anti-link for doing Leroy Jenkins. Now, where were we before we were interrupted?
I want the
those two is
recipes of whatever
exchanging.
he's making.
And what kind of recipe would you offer, Miss J?
Oh,
Well, is there anything that you'd like to know how to cook but don't?
Brandon, can someone clip that? That was kind of funny. I'm not familiar with fruits.
Oh, well, I can give you a wonderful fruit salad recipe. Comes with some iced fruits as well. I'll even send you a picture. Wait, I can actually send you a picture because I've literally just made myself a healthy sundae.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Can we get that
The
picture
files
from
are
you?
too powerful.
Post in the Discord. Oh no, we don't have 15 boosts yet. Come on.
It's fine.
just-
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Hey.
Hold on. Calm yourselves.
I'm very calm. I am perfectly calm. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
I
go
want
stand
to see.
next
I
to
want
him.
to see the salad.
I don't know if I'm old. What do you mean I don't know if I'm old enough? What are you talking about?
I feel like it needs a.
Anyway, so.
There we
very
go.
well. What kind of recipe do you want in return? The one I'm making.
Well, it smells absolutely lovely. Actually, who are you making it for?
I make it for the staff.
Ah, that's very good of you. Does the boss not eat?
He does not. I have very few dealings besides my wages from him.
Oh, do you get paid well here? Like
I get
workers'
paid
comp
1
and-
gold a week.
What? Is that
that's
it?
it?
Yes.
Is 1 gold a week good?
It's more than most
No,
peasants.
that's you think that someone that was living in somewhere like this with all the staff and all of the rest of the nonsense they've got around them could afford at least, 3 gold a week? There can't be too many staff here.
More than you would think.
Oh, but still, I'd have a word with him if I were you.
Perhaps you will. You see, I am not one. I am partial to life.
Oh, I'll go and have a word with him for you. Where is he?
On the 9th floor. You'll find him.
Let me at him.
Let me tell him something.
Okay, well, if I start off at, 3 gold, we can always negotiate.
If you want, I won't stop you, though I doubt you'll make it that far, if you have. Heck, last time, the one I heard who made it far, this was a man by the name of Mordenkainen, something along that.
Oh, Mordecai, oh, he was a scoundrel of a man, he was.
Yes, breathe through this floor in 5 minutes. After that, well, I imagine he made it quite far, but I don't know what the rest happened. I'm just a cook.
I get out of cover.
You are
and
the
I
one
use
that
the
is
pizza enough to-
fueling the staff. If you think about it, you're the only reason people are here.
Well,
I'm
I think we're here for
gonna go around on Hyacinth and give him a little try and reach up as far as I can and give him a pat on the arm.
You attempted. It's like unmoving. He's strong, very strong indeed.
Oh yeah, but it's like an affectionate pat.
Like, yeah,
Not
good
a-
job. All right.
Not
He
a,
kind
not
of,
like,
he
like a-
kind of just
yeah.
narrows at you. Kind of more like that. Looks like that at you, and he's just like, thanks. Anyway, here's the recipe. He rummages through a little fanny pack of his and hands you the recipe for this. Deviled steak tips.
Oh, now that sounds,
That sounds
absolutely
nice.
marvelous.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, steak dinner.
It's quite good.
Oh.
You do, however, you do notice one of the ingredients requires the shavings of an imp horn. Quote, it says a little handwriting, like asterisk next to it, adds an extra little hot, spicy flavor.
So if you don't like spice, you just don't add the shavings.
Yes.
Is chili an ingredient on there?
Chili is not steak tips, but like seasonings. But mainly steak and like kind of how to cook it, how long you're simmering it for, at what temperature, give or take, and for how long, and to let it rest after, of course.
Well, did you know that instead of using, imp horn, you could just use these wild chilies that grow? Very, very delicious, and you haven't got to go about trying to catch imps.
Yes, I've tried. I find this is a little more fiery. And plus, it just does something to the texture that's very nice.
Alright, well,
Delicious.
can you, as I assume that you don't think we're gonna make it very far, could you, give us directions to the next bit?
He points to the door directly behind him.
You're
I
an
walk up to the
absolute
door
star.
and
Thank
I
you.
unlock the
Now
door
try
with a
not to
gold
die.
key.
By that I mean you're probably going to die.
Question.
Yes.
I know that dragon was just kind of cruising behind us. Is it coming down this hallway?
The dragon is not, as if it cannot fit through the door.
Okay, I just want to make sure because we're just like hanging out talking to this guy, but while like a dragon's like creeping up on us.
I mean, if he's not bothered, then we
He's
probably
used
don't
to the
need
dragon.
to be. Yeah, yeah, but if he's not bothered, it means that we don't need to be bothered, so it's all gravy.
I walk up to the door and open it with the last key we have. It's the gold key.
Alright. You put it into the lock. Click, it says. Well, it doesn't say it. You hear it.
What did it just say?
You hear a
I
click.
turn the key and I push the door open.
It unlocks. Alright, you take the key, you push it open, and what you find inside is a large throne made of skull and bone, sitting in towards the back middle of the room. It's a very wide room, very tall, very long, very wide. Wide open space. You see several kind of green skulls that are ethereal around this creature as he sits there. You notice there are also several skeletons and pools of blood dotted around as if there are many who tried and many will fail. Swords in the ground, weapons and other kind of tattered things, empty bottles of potion, just scattered throughout the area.
That's cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll for initiative because that's coming.
Yeah. Before I leave the kitchen, I have one more question for the chef.
What is it?
How do you and the rest of the staff navigate around this castle to get the food to each other safely?
The stairs.
Which stairs?
Those stairs. He points through the door that you all just opened.
What? How do you get through safely?
I work here. Did you not, like, read the pamphlets that Durlock put out? About what the tower is?
No, we
Do you
just
not
thought
hear
it looked like
any
a
of the
fun day out.
stories? Any of the history of why he made this tower?
No, we just thought it looked like a fun day out, honestly.
Well, let me
Why
tell
do you
you.
make it?
Durlock is a very bold man, with a power nearing maybe even the god's realm. Who knows? I haven't met the guy. Maybe he's weak. I don't know. You'll find out, sure. Anyway, he was very bored, so he created a tower for entertainment.
Okay.
Huh.
Yes.
Yeah, I missed that memo.
So, we're technically a 1099-C, I think.
Okay.
If taxes existed in this world, but I don't think he pays them.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
tax
thank
evasion
you.
too? Oh boy.
He is
Thank
not
you
a good
very
man. He is
much.
evil. Do you not see all the bodies?
Oh, that doesn't mean you're evil. He's just got interesting tastes of decoration.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I can't wait to see how long this
Shopping back
innocence
in the day.
lasts.
I'm gonna go up to Apollo and Ada and just be
Yes,
like, the next time we encounter someone, just be like, it's okay. We work here. We're just having a look around to get to know the lay of the tower.
We're new. We're new
Yeah.
here.
We're
I
new
thought we
here.
were parking top floor. Is there a quicker way to get there?
The guy I'm replacing, he walked around and fell through a trapdoor. So, yeah, splat, and here I am. So, somebody's got to take his place.
The silly, the silly arsehole pissed off the man up high. You know how it is. Maybe that way we'll get through.
I mean,
it.
I think that might
Let's go.
work. Like I said, just walking to the next guy, like, hey, so I'm supposed to report to the top floor. Is there like an express way to get there, like, or do I have to walk all the way up? 'Cause I start in like 5 minutes. I didn't think I had to walk the whole way up. That would be an elevator.
You know what they say? If you walk somewhere confidently, nobody'll stop you.
That's right.
That's actually very true,
We'll
though.
sit down with the driver, look at us, and be like, hey, we work here. Stop. We work here. Chill. Relax. End of story. We're all dead.
Oh my god, I hope this works.
Who has the highest deception?
Alright, so what are y'all doing? You are in.
I guess we're gonna
come to the
walk
phone.
into this room.
Wait,
So
wait.
you're all walking in together?
Before we walk into the room, who has the highest deception?
Highest what?
Perception.
Deception.
Deception. I get a +3, but not proficiency.
Wait, deception or perception?
Deception.
I got a +1.
+4.
Not me.
I got a +4 as well. Paula, you do the talking.
I've got a +5.
Oh,
Oh god.
Harry, do the talking.
God! No!
Deceive them.
Am I deceiving?
Oh
Uh,
god,
the-
were you paying attention to any of what we just said?
Hold up, did you hear that? That sounds like the sound of a donation coming through by Shark Avenger! Shark, thanks so much for the $20 donation.
Nice.
Even though you're in the call.
No, I did.
Hey, oh no, I can't do the 20 now. I can't do the 5 minutes of me being mute.
Oh no, I was actually trying to redeem the ukulele, not the
Yes.
not the silence.
That one you get. So guess what? You still get it. And you get the special Discord roll as well, Art, if you wouldn't mind.
So, who do I need to give Discord roll to?
Shark. She gets a special Discord roll. So I'm gonna sign you on here. And yeah, let me get you on this side.
Discord roll.
Well, I'll put you crooked. So Shark Avenger. That brings us up to 230, guys. We're getting there. Shark Avenger 33.
Wait, so out of character. Are we still talking about decepting the chef?
Not the chef.
No, that was ages ago.
There you go.
The rest.
You're on there, Shark.
The rest of the staff.
Thanks so much for the donation. Going to a good cause and good people. All right.
Anything just to support the cause.
Much love to you. All right, let's get some battle music because we're gonna need it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, oops.
What did you do?
So,
What did
so
you do to the donation?
you all walk into this room, right?
Take it back.
You all walk into this room, correct? Or no?
Well, we can only walk in one at a time.
Yes, but you're going to walk in the room.
Probably.
All right,
Okay.
I'll walk in first.
You walk in first.
So you have chosen death.
Anyway, just playing that wonderful sound effect because it's very fitting. All right, so you walk in the room, nothing seems to happen.
I'll walk in as well.
You walk in,
Nice.
well, same thing.
Slowly walk in and kind of peer around each corner or each doorway or whatever.
Yep,
Each side of
it's
the
a massive square room, like an arena kind of. With this big throne, near skull.
That's how you know we're gonna fight something big. It's an arena.
Oh no, it's the boss. I
How do you guys tell by the
The
map?
dragon comes
only have
through.
2 slots left.
So yes, all right. Does the warlock? Does everyone else go into the room as well?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right. So you all walk into the room, and as the last of you enters, the door slowly closes behind you. Click, click. You hear it.
That's working.
So,
Knew we shouldn't trust that
You
chef.
see it. You see in the on the throne the man sitting there, clad in this plate armor with only a slit for eyes. It's silvery and white almost, with these dark shadings. As the door closes and locks, you see these 2 orange eyes begin to fade in.
I'm gonna
As you- Pardon?
wave at him and say, "Hi, I work here. How do I get to the top floor?"
You see him kind of stand up as he stands 7 feet tall. Begins looking from his throne, looking down upon you, even from this distance. You work here? Really?
Yeah.
Where's your identification?
Oh gosh.
I was supposed to actually go get that right now. I didn't know where to get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to head to the main office. I heard it was on the top floor.
Roll deception.
Oh, no.
Okay. 22.
Jeez.
Yes.
All right, I have to roll his insight against this. Where's my d20?
Oh my gosh.
What is his insight?
Hmm.
Can I try and distract him
Yeah,
with a terrible
he
joke?
rolled an 18.
Oh,
So, all right.
I didn't.
What XP?
Very well. Oh, what floor are you under? Who is the leader in your employ?
Oh.
I'm gonna push Apollo forward.
I was told I was going to be reporting straight to the Mad Litch himself.
You report to the Litch! Huh? 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 I'm peeking my mic out. Whoops. Oh, that is funny. But tell me. Well, I gotta make sure I put a compressor, a limiter on there. Jeez, okay. I am peeking that thing at all get out. Jeez Louise, okay. That's better. That's just a funny joke, new one. Who is your real leader? No one reports to the Litch, except the floor leaders themselves. Oh, was that the entire
Well, I
show?
guess that would make me the new floor leader, huh?
Really? What floor
Yeah, top
are
floor.
you working to?
Top floor.
The top floor. Can't stare at that. The top floor is only for Durlach himself. All the leaders gather on the 8th floor.
Well, I was told to report straight to him. New right-hand man. Right here.
So, you wish to go all the way to the 9th floor?
Yeah, is there an elevator?
No. There is not an
You're
elevator.
wasting time. buddy.
Why
I
would you
started in
think?
5 minutes.
What even is an elevator?
That's a good point.
All right, look at this. What you're gonna tell me is you're gonna waste my time by not telling me a quick way to get there. You're gonna make Durlog upset, and I'm gonna tell him that you're not letting me up there by not helping me. New right hand man, you're distracting me and my companions from getting up to the new head honcho.
Yes.
Well then, I see. You are a report to the hell, by all means. Let me go send you up to him. You see, I can teleport you up to him, meet him. But I will warn you, I hope you are truthful. If you're not, well, let's just say he won't kill you. You'll wish he did.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Very well, now all of you, it's all of you or just you?
What level is he?
Well, I mean, he's the one that's really the biggest out of all of us. So he's the new floor leader. Maybe he's adding a new floor, and that's
And you're
we're
what?
here
This
for?
harem?
No,
I take that. Actually, that's quite a nice thing for you to say. Thank you very much. I looked ever so old nowadays.
It wasn't a compliment, but you're welcome.
See what they are is they're gonna be the new, I guess you would say. you know Ralph on this level, right?
Do I know Ralph?
Yeah, Ralph and the chef, the dragon.
Yes, the weak mage and all the other puny people before me.
That's basically what these guys are. They're gonna be the top levels. Like, you gotta get past them to get to me. You gotta get past me to get to Durlog.
Yeah,
Funny, you seem much weaker than even I. But granted, I am one of the most powerful floor guardians.
Why on the first floor then, there, bud?
Why else? To weed out the weak ones.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, you want to fight and test that out?
Yes.
You can be
All
all
right.
bark and no bite that big one. I'm gonna use the wand on him!
yeah.
I make him sad!
He just stares at you.
Just
What did you think that was going to do?
Teleport us up already.
If you want, I can just kill you right now.
No,
I'm happy
that's
to do
too
it.
easy.
I mean, killing weak people like you is my forte.
And how would you do it?
He just takes out his hand. You see like a little ball of like a tiny little ball, like a golf ball size of like purple fire. What's this?
What kind of fire is that?
Hellfire.
Can you teach me?
My favorite color.
Oh, you want me to teach you? After a second, it enlarges to about the size of what's a good way to describe it? About the size of a weather balloon as he lifts it above his head.
Holy shit.
Now that seems a little bit excessive. What's
So
gonna
it's
happen
hellfire,
if
you say, huh?
Dunlop comes down
Yes.
here and
You see, this
sees
is a
you
wonderful
ruining
thing
his
called the
building?
Hellfire Orb. I
Oh,
think
that's
you ought to be
beautiful.
quite
Hold
dead.
it.
If you like, I can throw it at you and see if you survive.
No,
I'm
just hand it to
happy.
me. Look, we're new coworkers.
Nah.
What do you mean? Just hand it to me.
Oh, you want me to hand it to you?
Put it in my hand.
You want me to do that? It would surely
put it in
kill
my
you
hand.
just by looking at you. You're like
Can I-
pathetic. You know that, right?
Put it in my hand. Quit talking.
All right, come here.
I walk up to him.
This may kill you.
Oh
I'm
my
a-
god,
wait,
just
I'm immune to fire.
just knee him in the
This isn't
nuts.
fire.
Huh?
Just
This
knee him
is
in the
fire.
nuts.
I'm immune to fire.
I
It's
know.
not fire
It's
though.
hellfire, it's different. It's like instant death.
Beth
Hold on,
Vanilli
hold
knows
on.
exactly what this creature is.
Hold on.
Granted, I scaled it.
Just,
It's still really
do what he
hard.
wants.
You sure you still want it? Not even your dragon scale will save you.
How about this? I'm gonna walk up to you. Okay? So just put the fire away. I'm gonna come and shake your hand. We're gonna get over this. Like I said, we're new coworkers. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
He reabsorbs the orb. Very well. He shakes your hand. You feel this unnatural strength grip you as this energy saps from your hand too, as this kind of armored iron grip grabs your hand. You look into the visor of his helmet. You just see nothing but those faint orange eyes glaring at you from the abyss.
Excuse me,
This
sir.
surely is a night of death.
Excuse me, sir.
No.
Yes. What is it, puny human?
Do you have any scrolls I can read?
No. Now I will
Oh.
send you on your way, because I have more important things to do, like killing weak people like yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, let
Okay.
me go phone Durlog so he can set you up. Excuse me, but I mean I have to go get something.
What's
I'll
a
be right
phone?
back. Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh no!
Alright, guys. Alright, guys.
Ready,
Okay.
ready for fences.
Oh my god, his headphones are out. Quick, we need to strategize.
You fools! What are you
It's open, the
doing?
door is open. He's not here.
Oh my
Run!
god, oh my god, what do we do? What do we do?
Just run. The door's open.
No, it's just Harry.
I'm just gonna book it past him. I tell you what, I'll cast Frostbite on the floor. He'll probably fail against slipping on ice. We'll go through the door and just shut it on him. How about that?
We're
Okay.
upstairs.
Then we can run up the stairs because he's being a douche.
But are we in the stairs room?
We're in the last room.
We're in the last room. Yeah, the big one. I am very much enjoying this line of we're coming to work
Okay.
here.
He found him.
Oh god, he's back. Oh no.
I work here.
Have a stool. I had to go get Durlog. Hold on.
Sorry I'm late, folks.
Oh.
Interdimensional travel's a real pain.
Hold on, you can get that. So, here's the headphone for you. Just adjust the green screen there. There you go. So he kind of moves the throne a bit, and you find a circle behind. He just pushes it with one hand, despite the heavy weight of it. All right, get on. Come on, I
Okay.
ain't got all day.
Alright, let's go.
I go.
All right, does everyone go onto the circle?
Yes.
All right.
Aw.
See ya. Have a nice afterlife. As you are teleported directly to the 9th floor. So what you
Ooh,
see is this large circular room. You appear in the middle. You see kind of an old stone volcanic tomb, almost a obsidian-like throne, and an old man with a white beard sitting upon it.
Oh, hey!
Hey,
I
Durlog,
was
my
expecting
friend.
visitors so soon. So how are you enjoying the place?
Look at this handsome young man. Oh, hello.
Come on, use your words.
I hate this place.
Hey, boss. You're doing a great job here.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. Would you like to make a complaint to HR?
Yes.
Alright, one moment. He just reaches into his pocket, puts on a hat. This is Human Resources. What's your complaint?
My complaint is, it's too dangerous in here.
Oh, you want danger. He just points a finger at you and goes, die.
Phil, as you feel the light ebb through your body and you die. No
Oh.
saves, nothing. You are dead.
Oh. Cool.
Anybody else have any more complaints? Come on, speak up.
Finger of death him.
Yeah, that usually does it.
Oh, well, I mean, he was a bit of a pleb anyway. Look, what we're really here for, I think, is, other than the fact that you are much more handsome than I thought you'd be, just...
I just polished
You know-
my teeth yesterday.
No, is that why they're so shiny? Bear
You're
in
a
mind,
great placed over in the plate of water. Pressurized.
Jocelyn is also an old lady, so just FYI.
Sorry, you're not my type. Once you hit year 3000, that's when I'm interested. But,
Ah,
yeah. So, any more
It's
complaints? I'm still wearing the HR hat.
How old are you, Durlog? How old are you? You said you don't mess with anything younger than 3,000.
Yeah, you know. I lost count. I think I'm like 2 million.
I mean, there's.
You look pretty dang good for being 2 million.
I
know,
I
right?
was
I
just thinking the
exfoliate.
same thing.
And I'm a dragon.
Well, you're certainly smaller than I thought.
I'm just out of sheer curiosity. If you wanted, you know, if you wanted things to be a little bit more fun round here, couldn't you just, you know, ask people to come to give you some entertainment?
Where's the fun in that?
Well, this way you get more than just rubbish people that didn't know how to, you know, do what you wanted them to do.
I'm sorry. You think I have some sort of grand plan or scheme for all this?
No, not at all. I think you're just a really old man that's really bored, and actually, you should probably find yourself a new hobby. But I can appreciate that. I'm an older woman myself. I've been there, I've done it all, and I'm bored of it all, to be honest.
Never point out the insecurities of an old person. Die.
I am an old person.
Jocelyn, as he does that, you die. No saying nothing, you just die.
Okay, well, now I'm a dog.
There's just the dog you were saying, though, as you just limp by. Boom, fall dead. Right next to Phil's dead body.
I'm just thinking.
Do I have a soul?
You are dead.
Does
You're
he have a
just dead.
soul? I'm quite hungry.
But out of character, since
Well, you
I'm
just killed
dead.
the old person that can cook in here, so I mean, you're buggered, really, aren't you?
Oh, you folks think I need food. That's cute.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, probably. At some point. So, yeah,
So I
what
don't know
do
if
you
you
do?
remember this, but there was a couple weeks back.
Guys,
I was told to come work for you. You said to bring some sacrifices.
Fun. Interesting. Entertaining for me. Huh?
Right,
Please?
look.
Huh? You think so? Think you could do that? That'd be nice. Oh, yeah,
And
you're
then
doing
Rob
great so
tried to screw it all
far.
up.
Just keep it up. You're doing fine, pal. Maybe one day I'll even like you. Ha! Kidding. That won't happen.
I don't think you'll like me.
Well,
I'm
Phil's in the
smaller
lead.
than you think.
Not enough. No, Phil was in the lead. And he screwed up. That's to be expected. So yeah, you folks finding the place a little too hot, too humid. I'm going to change the AC. Astral corridor. To a plane of ice.
I think whatever you're doing is fantastic.
Absolutely on par.
Now you're not just saying that because I own this place and killed like 2 of you already, right? It's
No,
genuine.
no.
Nope.
Really?
No, this has been fun.
Nope.
It's been
Usually after I
fun.
kill the first person, they're like, they start saying nice things. Then I go, is it really real? It's tough to figure
I
out.
said nice things from the very beginning. If you remember, I said it's great here, and then the first person you demolished and sent away said he had a complaint. I did not.
Really, he was who all I had to complain about. So
Now that he's gone, this place is
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, you guys
Got
don't
no-
like him.
Oh.
You guys don't like that guy who I just killed?
I mean, he fireballed me in the.
No, we
Be
didn't like
honest.
him.
We're all friends here. I mean, not really, but
Maybe one day we'll be friends.
yeah. Keep doing things I like. Keep getting them points. Maybe you'll win something at the prize booth.
Is there an employee of the month kind of thing?
You think I need employees? I'm basically a demigod, pal.
That's.
don't need
I just want to know what your
employees.
that title was. I just didn't know how to ask it, and
No, be straightforward. I like it better. It makes it easier for me to decide if I want to kill you or not.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's my plans.
Well, so let me get this straight. You didn't like that guy, that one I just killed, right?
I mean, he was just troublesome. It
Okay,
was
he was
get back
just
up, pal.
Harry.
just hair.
So, Phil, as
Yeah,
you said that you
of
feel
course.
your soul re-enter your body as you come back to life.
Oh. Hi guys.
So yeah, any more complaints?
Oh,
Yeah, plenty, but
I
think
just
I'll
looked
keep
at
Come on,
it
it
come on,
later.
tell me,
like,
tell me. I want to
Shut
know.
up.
if I'm being totally honest here, I really didn't like that old lady either. She was always telling us what to do.
Good. Do me a favor, old lady. What's your name again? I didn't ask. I don't really care.
Her name
Tell
was
me.
Jocelyn.
Dustin?
Jocelyn.
Justin.
Just,
Yeah, just
Whatever you want to call her.
All right, Dustin.
it's
Keep
just
doing
it
that.
now.
Cause more discord. Make more enemies. Makes me happy. Things get interesting when there's conflict within each other. See,
yeah,
quite a few
I know,
people-
right?
It's great.
She was real bossy.
Come on, you folks have seen it before. Everyone's great for the first few floors, and then someone says something that they don't like. The other people.
I didn't like her from the very beginning.
Yeah, they don't like me.
Well, keep
That
it up,
darn
man.
dog just kept drooling all
The
over
dog's
the
still
place.
alive.
Oh!
Well, you let me worry about those floors. Why don't you worry about, living?
You know what would be even more entertainment for you, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Less floors, harder stuff.
Harder stuff, so short and more intense is what you're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can make it real short and real intense.
Oh no!
Die.
Apollo, you die. You killed me.
So yeah,
Can, uh,
how's
can,
that? You guys like that?
the dog, the big mastiff, is gonna walk over, give you a bit of a sniff, and then pee on your foot.
Oh,
Nah, it's good for the bones. It's fine.
Oh,
It's
you
been a while
like
since I've
dogs.
had calcium. That's not calcium. What is that?
Hey, Durlock.
And I really meant what I said about Jocelyn just really annoying the heck out of us. So,
You want me to kill her too?
oh, you already killed her.
Oh, well, that makes it easy.
Yeah. You already did a good job of that for
God, it's
sure.
been a while since I've gotten praise. I built all this, and no one comes to go, hey, Durlog, good job.
Hey, Durlock, good job.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of points, pal, if you keep that up.
I
Be careful. No one likes a suck up. I
No.
mean, I don't know if anyone likes. I don't like a suck up. I don't think I need suck ups. But yeah, so if you guys have any issues or anything, just let me know and I'll ignore it.
Sounds good. Sounds perfect.
You'll ignore it? Oh, that's what I like to do.
Yeah. The whole point. Hey, what do you think I'm? Like I said, no master plan. I just like watching people suffer.
You want to go get a
You know, that
Get
makes
some to
perfect
drink?
sense, honestly.
Hey, you came here. This is my house. My rules.
Let's have a drink.
Yeah, sure. What do you want? Hydrochloric acid or ionized water?
You got water?
Ionized. Fire elemental
Uh.
ionization. Real spicy.
What's your poison?
My poison's hydrochloric acid. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Really clears
It's
out the
good.
stomach. Doesn't taste great. Do it for the health.
I heard something about a scroll.
What was that?
I heard
I
something
don't
about a scroll here.
Excuse me. One more time for the people in the back who are also me. Oh wait. I'm
A scroll?
Oh, there, the scroll of the wish thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty popular one. A lot of people like that one. I mean, no one's gotten it, but they like to try.
How do they get it?
What do they get it? What do they? Where do they
How
get
do they get it?
Speak up, boy. The ears are old. They don't
How
work
do
as
they
good as
get
they
it?
used to. How do they get it? Oh, you want some, like, a tip or something? Or, like, a little hint? Here's a hint. Don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. Blah, blah, blah,
Oh.
blah. Shut up. Die already.
You die
Oh,
again.
no.
Alright, I'll get back up.
And you come back to life.
Die
Your
again.
Oh,
soul
thank
is
you,
just
thank you.
torn back and forth and back and forth. You feel very fatigued and gain a level of exhaustion from this.
Keep asking stupid questions. I'm gonna take that soul and skip rope with it.
Nah.
Yeah. You don't think I can?
Question.
I believe
I'm
you.
interdimensional jump rope champion.
Oh
It's
yeah.
real. Believe me.
My friend told me about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I was the only
Pretty
competitor.
cool.
I can't help it if everyone else was weak.
So
Next.
this is fun.
Ma'am.
Can I get back to work and torturing other people for your entertainment?
Oh my gosh, I thought you'd never ask. Just for that, here, you get a high five.
Oh,
Gnarled.
I
What,
really,
you don't want my high five?
yeah, here, high five.
That's the right answer. It's gonna go far here.
I put
No.
my
Go
hand
far,
up.
kid.
Is Durlock just skeletal?
No, he appears as an old man with a long, white, flowing beard.
I prefer wise and well-traveled.
It's like, I mean, my character's dead anyway. I'm thinking if you were a skeleton, then the dog would probably try and run off with one of your legs. But it's cool.
That's not the first time that's happened. But yeah,
I
you
put
can
my
get-
hand
get-
up for
get
a high
back up.
five.
Whatever. Just wanted to make a point.
Yeah, you come back to life, Bethany.
Do I?
Yes, he just
Oh.
brings you back. The sheer force of his will.
So how was death?
How was death? You
Yeah.
know, considering the whole pact and all that jazz.
Not great.
Yeah. Trust me, third or fourth time it happens, you'll get used to it. Here, I'll help you out. Die.
Great.
All right, get back up.
Cool. So, what exactly is it that you want us to do? Also, I've got a bit of a headache now, but it's fine.
Oh yes, you also gain
Fine.
level of exhaustion.
Just
Brilliant.
be yourself. I'll worry about the
Can't be
rest.
exhausted if I'm dead.
True.
Don't worry
The
about it.
sheer force of your soul
Point.
leaving and re-entering your body multiple times just wears on you.
Yeah, the soul's like Laffy Taffy. You stretch it out a lot. It doesn't get as good.
Look, she's
Yes, I know
gonna,
that.
she,
Yeah,
she's gonna like, Jocelyn's gonna, you know, pet Hyacinth and then just be like, look, is it what you want is that we just leave, or do you want us to try and get through the whole of this bloody tower?
I don't care what you do. Think I care? Do whatever you want.
Alright, well, can I have a job?
You want a job?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I
Start
mean,
you out
by the
cleaning
looks
the
of-
place
That's
with a
fine.
toothbrush.
I'm pretty
The
good at that.
floors.
That's fine.
Also,
This place is absolutely filthy. It's about time you got yourself a cleaning lady. There's
Hey.
blood everywhere.
die and get back up. Okay.
You gain another level of
I'm
exhaustion.
glad we've established the relationship so far. You don't talk back to your boss, and first off, it's not dirty, it's well used.
Well, fine. It's very well used,
That's
and it's looking rather antique-y.
Oh, so just so you know, working hours are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no time off, no vacation pay.
Marvelous.
Ah, right,
By
no,
the way,
sorry.
all
Forgot,
of your
different
staff.
timeline. 10 days a
I
week.
really enjoy the
24
1
hours a
hour
day.
lunch breaks, though. I will say,
sleeping.
I've been really enjoying the lunch breaks.
Ah,
1 hour is very generous of you.
It is. It is rather.
who's your supervisor? All right, it's me. Die.
That was me.
Yep, you've died, Shark.
All right, get back up.
Well,
Keep
I
it up, I'm
feel
gonna
like
kill
we're
you
just
again and
going
bring you
round
back
in
just for my own
circles.
amusement.
We're just going round in circles here, so I'm just gonna nip out and go and get myself a couple of toothbrushes. I feel like I'm gonna need at least more than one, so I shall go and get a couple of those.
Excellent. The gift shop is down the hall to the right. It's 80 electrum for a toothbrush.
Well, I was gonna go, out of the, thing and then come back because I can bulk buy then.
No.
It makes
Leave
sense.
the premises.
Right?
Job offer's over. Go back to being a regular adventurer.
Chew.
Ah,
Oh, fine.
Is there, there's got to be a way that Apollo was really.
Oh, look, we know that you're just fucking with us now, honestly, Durlock. So if you want to bring him back like you brought everyone else back, just...
I forgot about him. Didn't make
Well,
much of an
I
impact.
mean-
Get back up, why don't you? Okay. More corpses. running around.
We seem to be going round in circles a little bit at the moment.
Oh, you'll be going around lots of circles.
What do you want, Dorlac?
Get out of my
Anything
room.
All right,
All right,
well,
let's get back to work
let's
then,
go.
kids.
All right. Where were you on? 80th floor? Ah, just kidding. Second floor. Get back out of here. Talk to me when you're someone.
Wait,
oh no.
So as you say, wait, you just see everything fade from view as you appear on the second floor. Thank you very much. As Durlon said, those both Bethany, you gain 2 levels of exhaustion from. Oh my goodness. Thank you. So, Bethany, you gain 2 levels of exhaustion from repeatedly dying and being reincarnated, and Phil, you gain 1.
Do we gain floating arms and hands
You do
though?
not.
He
That was pretty
died
cool.
and got reincarnated more than I did.
3 times, and you get then recur 4, I think. Or no, it's nice and simple. Both of you gain 2 levels of exhaustion. There you go. As you
What?
appear on the second floor, you will find yourself on the hull of a ship, a sailing ship. By the looks of it, maybe a small galleon or something like that. Doesn't appear to be very big, but you notice there's this one there's 2 sails, one very large with this orange kind of thin sail that looks almost metallic, and the one on the back is the same as well. You look all around you, and you are just filled with fear and dread as you are in this massive black expanse filled with white dotted stars, and you hear a humming and singing coming from the crow's nest.
Where do we put the exhaustion?
Exhaustion? Just right on the top of your character sheet. There you have it.
Can I just point out that we haven't heard anything from Yato in a while?
Yato, Art, are you dead?
sleeping.
He's sleeping.
He might have fell asleep.
Oh.
It does tend to happen.
The sleepy guy.
Oh, he came with us. No worries, he's here.
He
I
did.
see
He did.
him.
Yes, he
It's
did.
really
not die.
quiet.
Anyway, so as you appear there, we fade out. As you have reached the second floor, 3 orbs appear in front of you, glowing a dim blue. But we'll have to figure out what those are next week. As you all gain a level and have reached a level 6.
Yay!
Ooh.
Welcome to the second floor. Hope you like ship sailing. I have to send you a PDF. Because I completely overhauled sailing in D&D because I think it's stupid in 5e.
Thank you.
Even good.
Let's not go to Dorlac again.
Because
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush to get back there.
Well,
Yato and I are the only ones who didn't die. So,
You died.
huh?
You
Oh,
died.
I did die. I
Yato
did
didn't
yeah,
die.
you did die. Yato is the only one who did not die.
really quick to want to do that again. Just saying. I kind of feel like there's no win to this thing,
I
but
think I could have won.
we're this far in. I mean, really, all he has to say is die. So how do you mean you feel like you could have won?
Welcome to the power of the Mad Lich. He is very powerful. So also, as you look out in this endless expanse of what you could say was the starry night sky, you just see endlessness. You see what looks like to be a sun and several planets in the distance, and you hear the singing of a siren in the crow's nest. And let me send this to you.
Orbs.
And 3 orbs, yes. But that is where we're getting the session. We will pick this up next week, and where you'll have to figure out what happens next. There's a PDF. This is going to be your guide for ship sailing. Have fun with it. It's pretty good. There's a couple of Q&A, tips and tricks, and kind of how it works. So, welcome aboard
Grandmother's
to the
Guide
Astral
to
Sea.
Spaceship Travel.
Pretty much.
So you want to be a space pirate? I love it. I already love it. I
All
already
right, you know,
glanced at it.
for everyone watching, I will show this on stream here. Let me just go ahead and display capture over the Discord. Okay, we are not using this scene. This one, thank you very much. Here we go. This is essentially what it looks like.
Did we go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you did gain a level. So it's a nice little PDF kind of discerns how the ship works, how the power system works, and all that fun stuff.
That's awesome.
And there's a little Q&A. But yeah, cool stuff. But that is where we're going to end tonight, folks, for D&D. We are continuing with the stream. In fact, we are moving on to VR chat next. I feel like I'm off-center. I am off-center. That's why.
Oh, to Jocelyn, can I just kind of make a statement that was a really bad idea?
Do you have a better one, Ada?
I don't think any of that was a good idea.
That really.
At least we got to see what he looks like early.
Fireball's a better
Right?
idea.
We,
In
you know,
this instance, just very. I don't disagree.
look, we wanted to go and talk to him. We managed to talk to him. The
Hey,
plan
yeah,
worked perfectly.
We didn't
Yes,
have to fight a
that is
dragon
one word
or the
for
guy
it.
sitting in the throne.
That is true. So I'll give you that, Jocelyn. Not quick to lose another life. I've only got about 8 left.
That's fair. Honestly, I wasn't a big fan of what was going on afterwards anyway, which I will need to maybe talk to next about, because, you know,
Yep.
Warlock.
Feel free to DM me.
Cool. Well, I mean, you know exactly what I'm going to ask.
Can I get Eldritch Blast plus, but can it be a D20 damage die?
I wasn't going to ask for Eldritch Blast because,
So
it's,
good.
you know. I was wondering whether, because of this whole necklace thing, when I wake up, because I'm still wearing the necklace, if that is going to have any effect on the leveling up, or whether Art's gonna try and steal it back while I'm asleep.
Maybe we'll have to find out next time on Tower of the Mad Lich. Dun dun dun. Original name, I know, but still. Or Durlog's Tower.
Yeah, it really is mad.
He really is. Enter my room. Hello. Durlog has entered my room. Wait. Alright, but next up, so we are going to be playing some VR chat next. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up as we get into it. So thank you all for playing. Hopefully you enjoyed the session. I know I did.
Thank you.
And you got to meet Durlog a lot earlier than I thought you would.
You're
I was
welcome.
not expecting it this early.
You're welcome.
I was like, oh, they'll be in. I'm like, 4-3 or something like that.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, 4-1. All right, we're going.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I love it.
It was kind of fun. It was.
We didn't get to bring Ralph with us. Damn it.
God damn it!
Yep.
He would have
That's
been a cool pirate.
We would. But thank y'all for
Should've
being-
got the chef as well.
Actually, fun fact about the chef. The other group I ran this with actually did take him.
Oh, is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, his name's Hunter. He is still with the party on floor 7.
Yeah.
Floor
Amazing.
6.
He's gonna get to the top. He's like, "What are you doing? What? I don't know.
They paid me more.
They gave me 2 gold.
Actually, 3.
Oh,
3 a week. Yep, but that's it. So I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. I'm gonna actually take a quick break, use bathroom and such, and then I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to VR chat. So thank you all for playing. I will hopefully catch you more on stream because we're gonna be going for 24 hours, folks. We still got another 12 hours to go. It's gonna be a good time. You know, all of it's going to charity, so please stick around. Even if you're not watching, just lurking and stream helps out. So that's it.
I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you in
good night.
approximately 8 hours.
Sounds
next.
good. I look forward to it, Bethany.
Nice.
All right, y'all sleep well. I'm gonna get ready for VR chat. All right, folks, I'm gonna put the BRB as I get set up for VR chat. In addition to that, I'm gonna take a little break. I'll probably back them out 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at most. And yeah, we'll continue. We got 24 hours of this baby, so we're gonna keep rocking this. And thank you all for continue watching, and hopefully you enjoy some D&D. All right, BRB, don't go away.